Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Netflix. We're going to talk about their pivot to profit.
Yes. Pivot to profit.
They're pivoting to profit. They're going to do fewer movies and television shows, but they want to do higher quality productions.
Wait, they're not going to greenlight anything like everybody joked they did?
No, they're not going to. They're actually coming out and saying we're going to do fewer movies, but they're going to be bigger movies. We're going to do fewer shows, but they're going to be higher quality shows. Now, part of the problem here for fans of animation is that they're reportedly going to take the knife to animation again.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Nimona actually gets made this time or not. I don't know.
Yeah, because they have to start all over again.
They had to start all over again, yeah, from Blue Sky, and it got picked up a couple months ago, and yeah. I love this. I love this image they're using here.
I did too.
Hollywood Reporter. One masterpiece versus a bunch of crap being swept away. And yeah, we'll talk about that because it bodes well for them when they do things like Stranger Things and they actually, put some TLC and money behind it, compared to just shitting out a bunch of subpar stuff. Disney Plus. Anyway, let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 268,000 subs.
Woo!
Almost 269,000 subs. Thank you for the support. We've been documenting the streaming wars, and we've been talking a lot about Netflix, especially, all the cutbacks, the layoffs. They have been laying people off like crazy. They've been telling their activist staff, basically, if you don't like the kinds of content we produce here at Netflix, you can go someplace else. Not going well.
No, not going well. It's going about as well as you'd expect.
Right. And
especially on Twitter.
Oh yeah, God, Twitter's like losing their shit. They laid a bunch of people off at Tudum, their PR arm, marketing arm, or whatever, their blog, and they cut a bunch of projects, and frankly, most of those projects were activist-minded projects. They got cut because I think they realized that there wasn't an audience for those shows or movies, right? And now they're cutting more cartoons because they're expensive, and they're going to continue to cut. So this is, again, coming from the Hollywood Reporter. They said the movie division is adjusting to a new set of realities as it readies a $200 million plus Gray Man from the Avengers Endgame, Helmers, and a pricey set of Knives Out sequels. Well, you had me until you said Knives Out.
Well, here's the thing. I think that he's good at doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think Rian Johnson making his own films is a good thing. I think when you put him in charge of a franchise, that might not have been the smartest move.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, there are directors that, I like quite a bit, but then I see them do like a franchise movie. I'm like,
Right. I mean, it just could be that's not... When he's telling his own stories, he's doing a better job of it because he can control it.
So, The Hollywood Reporter spoke to multiple sources, ranging from executives to producers to agents with ties to the company, to paint a picture of a streaming giant that is trying to get its mojo back after a shocking earnings disclosure on April 19th. It's amazing how quickly things got canceled.
Yeah, when there's money like dropping...
Oh, yeah.
Stuff gets done real fast.
This is kind of reminded me of 2008, where like stores were literally going out of business overnight. Banks were closing overnight. And it was almost like Netflix.
Yeah, that was awful.
Oh, yeah. Netflix got the numbers and they're like, okay, cancel like half of everything, fire half the staff, and oh, shit.
Well, I think when it comes to animation, I think the reason they're cutting it so quickly, some of them happen to be projects like that, but a lot of them I think they're being cut because they're very expensive and they take way longer to make.
Yeah.
That's
it. And the thing is, they can't, I guess the thought process there is they can't flip animation as fast.
No, they're just getting more and more anime and shows from overseas. Like they keep putting shows from Korean K-dramas on there, which I love, by the way. And they keep putting other shows that they're getting from anime and different things other places, and they're putting that on there. And then they're making some of their own, but they're being very calculating and discriminating on what they choose.
Yeah, and they bring that up. And again, they're talking about, these major movies that they're doing. They have the Russo brothers doing Gray Man. And it's Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans. So that's I
remember seeing that, yeah.
That would have been like a theatrical release, And, but they said the animation is coming under scrutiny with a disciplined axe taking the projects that were on the bubble, and the frequency of releases also being diminished. Although a new movie every week is still the goal, be it live action or animation. There are several instances in this article where they talk about animation being something that's easily cut, and we're seeing it just a couple days ago. They cut some more shows. We talked about the series that were being cut and the movies that were being cut.
It was just weird to me. If you guys remember during the pandemic, they were all making these announcements of all these things. They were all switching to animation because animation wouldn't get shut down if the studios got shut down, necessarily.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking that was kind of dumb because I was like, but at this point in time, till you get these things made, we're going to be past that. So it's kind of like you're wasting your time and your money. And then they were just, I wondered, I thought it was odd. And now they're like, oh crap, we have all these animated shows that are going to cost us a lot of money and aren't going to get done for like several years. Why are we doing this?
Yeah, and again, they have to flip it. They have to be able to film it and then have it on the service within 6 months to a year or whatever it takes to finish it, versus a cartoon series where they may greenlight it and it might be 2 or 3 years until you see the first episode. But they just axed a couple more shows. That was this Kung Fu Space Punch.
Actually, that kind of sounds interesting.
It does. Maya and the Three, from the Maya and the Three creator, George R. Gutierrez. Yeah, so, I mean, some of the stuff actually looks pretty good. It's not dead, just not moving forward at Netflix. So some of these people, I think, are able to take their projects and go elsewhere. I don't know where they would go, though, because Cartoon Network is cutting back, too.
Right.
Warner's cutting back.
And Disney, well, they want their own stuff more than anything. And you might get it picked up at Disney, but I doubt it.
Disney doesn't put as much emphasis on animation. And part of the reason that I think, the Owl House got canceled, how it got canceled was it was expensive and it wasn't bringing the numbers they wanted. And they're like, well, we can just throw together some teen Disney Channel show. It's going to
We'll just do preteen. We're just going to do another Descendants. Or we're just going to go do, which they are, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
Or they're going to go turn around and do another Zombies movie, which they are.
They're doing some, super villain show or something.
Yeah, they're going to use IP that they know brings views. They're doing a Young Jedi's, whatever. And that's what they're going to do.
And it's cheaper, too. And it's unfortunate because, again, Warner was kind of the last holdout. Aside from Netflix with animation, HBO Max was doing a lot of really cool stuff, and they're cutting now because of Zaslav.
Well, even Disney's doing projects with animation, but it's they're doing a lot of things that are like overseas. They have like a bunch of projects that aren't even for the US. So they're doing stuff like anime and Korean dramas and stuff like that, and then they might bring them over to Disney Plus. They've done it before. It's mostly just going overseas.
It's a mess right now, and I know it's funny. People think that we're delighting in people losing their jobs.
Not at all.
Not at all. I mean,
it's actually kind of pretty. I kind of like, oh, that sucks. I kind of might want to see that. There's an airship.
Yeah, Netflix.
I'm kind of liking that.
Netflix has actually done some pretty amazing animated series. Not all of them for us, obviously, but I mean, we have stuff like Hilda. We have stuff like The Dragon Prince, the CG Masters of the Universe, which I like quite a bit. But I think we're going to see a lot less of it, and it does seem like that is their go-to. But they still put money into their top shelf shows. I mean, Stranger Things 4 broke viewership records. At Netflix. And, look, I mean, we did a review of it. You don't have to like Stranger Things. We like Stranger Things. This season was, especially compared to what Disney Plus is putting out, both in Marvel and Star Wars, was so polished. It felt more theatrical than the Marvel and the Star Wars stuff, the cinematography and the acting and the music, and, compare it to Obi-Wan especially, and it's kind of like, eh.
However, I did skim a little bit of the third episode, and I didn't watch all of it, but it didn't seem as bad as the first two. But again, I didn't watch it all, so I could be wrong. And I don't think I care enough.
Spoiler, it's got Vader in it.
Oh yeah, and they're dueling, just like everybody said they were going to.
Which, yeah, people aren't gonna be real happy with that because that kind of goes against the established lore. But who the hell cares? It's old Disney Star Wars anyway. Anyway, this is gonna be interesting to watch. I think we're gonna see a lot more layoffs, a lot more cutbacks, and I think we're gonna see other services do the same thing. I
don't think it's necessarily something personal as much as it is animation is very, very expensive. And very, very time consuming.
Yep.
I think that has more to do with it than anything. That's why when they did do animated projects, they put out 4 episodes and say, look, it's a season.
Yeah.
It was just to eke it out little by little as they got it done.
But it is weird, like you said before, that the pivot that they were like during the pandemic, they're like, animation is the future. It's all about animation.
I thought it was weird.
Everybody can work from home and we can still get stuff done, and everything's going to animation, animation.
But now I think they thought things would be closed down a lot longer than they were.
Well, there was, yeah. I think that was part of it, and another part of it too is, I guess, there were some negotiations that went on with the unions, the animation unions. So they're probably looking at like, oh, hey, this stuff's going to cost us way more than we're willing to pay for.
After the fact? Yeah, like we were going to do it, and it was going to help everyone. Now, oh shit, well, we're going to have to scrap that.
Yep, it's too expensive now. Too expensive now. We'll just bring cartoons over from Japan and China.
What it reminds me of is like these stores like, oh, okay, we're raising minimum wage to like $24 an hour, but we're cutting your hours down to 5 hours a week.
Or we're replacing you with self-checkout.
Right. So yay,
yeah,
it's great news. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think.
I would like to see more animation. I would love to see more good animation. I think that it's going to be a casualty of this because of the cost, which we've been saying. It's expensive.
It is very expensive. So we're going to wrap this up.
Yes.
Please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Now he's just tasty, delicious, rotten flesh meat, which I can consume. Don't read into it too much.
Just like our museum, the cafe's open and Brewster is eager to serve. I don't think this was in the show. Run. Oh, you got splatted. Oh, she was begging and you kicked her in the face.
I don't care.
Hey guys, Squid King here, and today we're in a...
Not girl boss at all. She is not a material girl.
She is not. Oh, it's Christmas time here in your mom. Nobody wants to join your mom.
What?
Like I can't even cook kid cuisine right. I would last about 2 minutes with Gordon Ramsay.
What? Where is he?
He's hiding. He's hiding from you.
He better.
Oh my God, you've got the axe.
Walker, does this look like Steven Universe? Let me punch him. Well, I'm just here for the wax. Right where you belong.
Get in the dirt.
Well, that was a combination of events I probably shouldn't have put together. Anyways, let's open this bottle too.
Chica Pinata. Is that official?
Oh, no.
There's a bootleg.
Hello. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Tool.
Let's make a farm.
Like and subscribe and buy my merch.
I mean, while you're here, you guys should like really like and subscribe and buy our merch, all of which we have.
That is true. You can't run them carrying trash. You can get away with one F-bomb per PG-13 movie.
I wish I'd known that sooner.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap this effer up.
Yes.